Hello everybody, it's me, Yakuvrael Runeborne, the Rune Stone Golem VTuber, who was not in the mood for Lord of the Rings today, which is why I will finish QUAKE 2 today. Yeah. I really wasn't in the mood today for some reason. Like I was just kinda hanging around, you know, and then doing my usual sport. You know, by the time I got started, it's already late, so I was like, ugh. Do I really want to play like a JRPG now? Especially since tomorrow I will play Dark Souls, and if I stay up until 3 in the morning, it's you know. I was just not today. Maybe, which is why I will just do two next week, and hopefully finish it then. So that's a bit the plan at least. So I would say Wednesday. Maybe we're gonna do like a gorilla one. Who knows if I'm in the mood for that. But yeah, it's Friday, my dudes. So let's get into the action. Okay, cool. It gives you like a little indicator. It's TR for the Reckoning. Let's go. Yep. So basically today is gonna be a bit of a shorter stream, I would say. In that regard, since this is the last level. So I kind of suspect it to be, you know. Oh. Maybe like an hour or two. Anybody else here? Nope. But I will see about that. Deactivate the force field. Okay, yeah, we'll do that. Trust me. Let's try with this thing. I mean, it is strong. Oh, hello. Don't scare me like that. There's a guy back here. Yeah, don't worry, I saw you. But I am almost... Oops. I mean, that worked out. Somehow. Can hear somebody still. Ah, yep. Fuck. Come on. There we go. So yeah. Things like Lord of the Rings, as I said, is kind of... I do like this... I do like JRPGs. But something I didn't remember from my childhood at least, is how grindy it is. Or not grindy, how slow it is, I mean. There's like a second dude up there. I suspect there might be even more. Yep. Huh. At least he jumps down. Plays the music on his own. Like some of the other people. Oh, that's a weapon. That is indeed a weapon. Very nice. Oh, yeah, I could just barely make it. There we go. See? That's how you do this shit. So yeah, you know, that's like... Sometimes you just want to change the plans up a little bit. Why not? Who's gonna fault you for that, right? Not me. It just feels like it's a rocket jump here. And there was a way to get up there somehow differently. But I'll take my route. Access denied. Where's the railgun again? Yes. I was a bit too scared for the doors closing. There we go. I mean, that should do it. Yep. But yeah, you know, that's in general just what I meant. It's like JRPGs are nice. I really like them, but for streaming they can be a bit of a problem. I do like games like these where, sure, I have to focus to some degree. But like, yeah, somebody. There was somebody down there. I mean, it gives me this one, so it really wants me to use it. A door has opened, okay. What about B door? Can you go down? No? Come on. Oh. Game really likes to throw some mean enemies at you. But yeah, you know, that's the thing. I like these kinds of games for streaming because they aren't like this monolithic kind of focus taking away machine. A lot of games are. But you know, I have just to figure it out. I did see a rocket launcher down there. It's not that it's needed, but I mean, let's grab that. I also got some first aid, so very nice. First aid, not aids. This door here opened. Yeah, today I was generally a bit late on everything. I also start my workout a bit late, so I only did three episodes today. But technically, you know, my vacation started, so I start to work on stuff I usually do during my vacation. Which is usually I just focus on games I want to play. Or like, just finishing more stuff than usual, right? Yeah, I see. Oh, I see what's going on. Let's use the rocket launcher, why not? Yeah. Let's see if we can get this party started. Nothing else opened? Yeah, this didn't work out the way I planned it to. Did I grab this already? I did. Okay, therefore I want to go here. Alright, let's do it. Oh, come on. Yeah, that was maybe not the best. But it was a bit better, you know, use case than before. So I'll take it. So let's see if I can. Ah, just barely not. I thought I could, like, maybe sneak it around the corner there. Getting, like, the last hit in. Yeah, some cells. Very good. I'll take it. I shouldn't use them. I should just use the chain gun if I want to use this type of ammo. As it's so much, so much better. See? You can just kind of blast through your way through all the enemies without any problems. But it does cost a lot of ammo, so that's a bit problematic in that sense. But hey, who cares? Counts. I certainly don't. Oh, you know what? There we go. I forgot to do the vertical stream. Oh, behind me, okay. I thought for a second, like, hey, I'm not even at the bottom. How is somebody shooting me through the wall? So what is happening here? Nope. That certainly was not the case. Go. Here we go. Go, go. This dude. He's not a contender for the super shotgun, but... Oh. Don't throw any grenades at me, buddy. Because you will regret it. You can trust me on that one. Is this one gonna be one of these where it's like, hey, if you do it correctly, you can kinda... get all the way to the other side and get like a super cool item. Not with this attitude. Okay, there's an armor up there. But I feel like there might be a better way to get to it. Maybe not. As a matter of fact. I cannot move these boxes themselves. Can't do a very long jump here though. I wonder if this is possible. Certainly not like that. There we go. There we go. Now the question is where now? Okay. I wonder if this is the intended path. I mean, you know, doing this back in the day would have been a huge pain. If I had like quick saves like I do. Oh no. Oh. Okay. Just pay attention, Yaku. The world will be your oyster. I think they just killed each other. Mostly. And a grenade off. I'm the clear winner, buddy. Don't worry about that. Don't you worry about that. Is this also a grenade guy? Or did I misunderstand something here? Anybody else? He's like behind the bars there. Oh. Go back here real quick. Not exactly sure what these do, but hey, I'll take it. Okay, buddy. Sure. Walk in the walls. I don't mind. I actually do mind. What the fuck? I mean, I'm pretty sure I have to go through that hole that opened up. If it had to guess. You know, just a hunch. It's like, actually, like, wasn't there like a thing like this in the first level of the base game? If I remember correctly. But hey, that's nice enough. Okay, that was just an ammo pack. I see. I mean, should I use this opportunity to use the railgun a bit more again? Probably. I mean, who would I be to not utilize a gift I was given? Ah, right, the force fields, that was a thing. I remember. I think I popped his head clean off with that one. Oh, hell yeah, some more armor. Some enemies there. Especially bigger ones. Stuck on the boxes. Oh, I'm scared of this guy. He's standing right there, of course, and he hits me. If I could just get rid of all of them like this. Very easily. Just snipe them and not, you know, hit myself. That would be preferable. Still one more somewhere. Or not. Yeah, maybe the, you know, close spaces and weapons like these, not exactly a good combination. How do you get these armor chips up there? I have an idea. Let's first take care of any stragglers. Yeah. I don't need to take all of them. They just give me one armor anyway, so why should I? Let's go. That's how we do it. I don't get to use the rocket launcher this often anyway, so might as well. The lasers, they're like... There's nothing you can do about them, right? You don't... They don't take like a millisecond to activate it. They don't like first have to discover you. They just insta shoot at you. Burn you through your armor. I mean, if there's gonna be like a boss, I still have a quad damage saved up. See? Like, what are you supposed to do against them? Instead of just being, you know, lucky somewhat. Yeah, buddy. Don't you dare. There's one here. Oh, of course there is. And behind me. Yeah, that's still one of these things that I'm like... Fuck. That I could have done a little bit, but I'm all the way back here. Wait, what? I didn't save for this long? Oh no. It's kind of dumb. Of me, at least. So, yeah, let's pull all the punches. I thought I'm gonna conserve some ammo or whatnot. Oh. I just saw something. I spy of my little eyes. Mega health. Which will take me to new greater heights, I would hope. The other thing that hurts the most is how it didn't at least kill the normal guy. With just one shot. Yeah, this is just... This just ain't the type of weapon that really deals damage now, is it? Super shotgun on the other hand. I mean, if you get up close and personal, and you want to have a whiff of your enemy before you massacre them, then it's pretty good actually. I bet if I would have gotten this armor shot, I would have been able to do it first try. I swear. Oops. Okay, very nice. Okay, now I'm back in this hellhole. So railgun it is. Oh, there's like one dude in the corner there. While I have to focus on the other dude with the railgun. Okay, where is he? Not there. Yeah, I really don't like these guys. At least if I had a laser, right? I think in Quake 3 you do have like something similar. You have like the shotgun or whatever it is. If I'm not completely mistaken. Of course, Quake 3 is multiplayer only, so it's not like you use it against normal enemies. Still, really fun. Should probably play it again. Right. I forgot. Whatever reason, this guy spawns behind you. Hell yeah. At least getting some armor back. Like if I could at least fire as fast as these guys, it would be an even better weapon compared to, you know. Compared to what it is now. It's still good actually. Especially since you can like do shit like this. If you get like the right angle, it really helps. Okay, it gives me a railgun up there. There's like a dude there. Can I get up there? I would think I have to probably go up there and then like jump down to get it. Technically seen. So I'm not gonna doubt that. Of course the laser barrage immediately jumps on. Don't worry though. I did have the railgun. Got it already prepared. Of course that would also mean not missing. I really don't prefer the rocket launch. Like the splash damage is almost not worth it compared to a lot of the other weapons you have access to. But you know, it sucks a little bit. Grenade launcher is a bit nicer. Almost. Since you can kind of get it out of the way. If need be. Okay, you cannot get like in there this way, but you can get in there this way. Okay. Fuck. Oh fuck, I might have... Oh! I almost fucked myself there. Come on. What is this? I should be very clearly be able to get up in there, but apparently not. Come on. Get me out of here. Get me out of here! Please! Okay, let's see. I wish just my version of the weapons would be as cool as the enemy ones. Like the rocket launcher of the rocket launcher enemies, they are kind of like homing. The grenades are just super fast. Same with like the other one. Yo, Scary Computer Ghost, how are you doing? Welcome. The like ricocheting ones are super fast. All of that. Kind of garbage. You good in there? Okay, I can't hit him through here. Very nice. I still don't have a red key card, of course. Okay. No, I could have just gone down there. But yeah, I'm definitely more of a Doom guy when it comes to the rocket launcher. Or Quake 1. And Quake 3. In Quake 3 the splash damage is really nice. Like when I play it once in a while, I usually rely on it, on the splash damage over everything else. Especially when you like move around very quickly all the time. Yeah, this button is gonna spawn 500 enemies. Or not. Yeah, it moves the enemies and it moves you. Sadly, it deals a lot of damage. But yeah, I mean, rocket launchers are classics. But I mean, in this one you have like so many good weapons. It's actually kind of insane compared to like, the Iron Ripper here. Just kind of melts through them. Provided you can hit them, of course. Like good old ray gun. I thought I heard an enemy down there. I did see one over there. Ah, already dead. Come from here. Yeah, blue keycard, okay. I don't think there was a level so far that needed all the keycards. Looks like a guy up there. Yep. Oh, hello. It's one of you. My arch nemesis. Ah. They were fighting each other. Yeah, the lasers, man, they are wild. There we go. Let's use the chain gun a little bit. Don't do that. I'm also always trying to do alt fire modes, but I think they don't have that in 2. They only introduce it in 3. If at all. Here right click is just jumping, which is nice. Usually when I want an alternative jump, I bind it on scroll wheel. But to each their own. Of course he has to get me. Painkiller. Oh, that rings a bell. Yeah, I like alt fire especially. I mean, here's the thing: there's Blood, which was before Quake, that also already had alt fire pretty good, a pretty good alt fire actually as well. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Oh, fucking laser, dude. Wait a second. Yeah, I think I've seen it before. I'm not entirely sure though. Yeah. I hate the lasers. I might even have it on GOG. I would have to check. That's like the best use case for me. GOG. Like old shooters. So once in a while they get like good ones in that I've never heard of. New games is just still Steam my preferred place to buy, even though I should buy more on GOG. But they're usually also more expensive a little bit. Come on, guys. Can't handle a little bit of a laser gun or what this is supposed to be. Alright. Great. These dudes are in here. Yeah, it's really with these laser guys, it's just insta aiming at you. There's like nothing you can do. Just kind of have to hope to hit them before they hit you. I mean, I do have an adrenaline in the worst case scenario. I mean, I could. Oh. Yeah, I think this so far was the worst section in the game. Otherwise, the reckoning was very nice. I know people don't like it, but so far I enjoyed it. Oh. Except for these guys. They are a royal pain. There we go. Fucking hell. Really? Like, yeah, I get hit scanning enemies. But this is a different level of hit scanning. Let's I mean, it is the last level. Let's have a bit of fun. There we go. That's one way to do it. Laser dudes eliminated. It was seen as greedy, really? I mean, maybe. I mean, I miss the days of real expansions and not just DLCs. I feel like for a while they were like just calling it DLC, but we're still doing expansions. But these days, it's over, man. Yeah, for most games, I do like the Dark Souls DLCs. They are kind of nice. Yeah, I mean RTS the most that prevailed are still like not Dark Souls, StarCraft, and like, I mean the ones I know is mostly StarCraft, Dawn of War. I mean Warcraft itself. And Battle for Middle-earth. Is there another one that I'm missing? Which I played a lot back in the day. Oh, Age of Empires, of course. That's like a weird one because they ported that one to PS2, which I have. Which I always found a bit strange. Oh yeah, Settlers. Isn't Settlers even a German one? If I remember correctly. I think my brother at some point bought the Settlers 3. Like we bought a bargain bin copy of Battle for Middle-earth back in the day. Like in a bargain bin there was like a lot of the Rings games game, and we bought it and it was Battle for Middle-earth. And for a while we were pretty much only into RTS games. And I think my brother at the time bought the Settlers 3, if I remember correctly. Oh man, I should like stock up my GOG library a bit with those games. I do intend to stream Battle for Middle-earth at some point if I can get it running. And running nicely, that is. That could be fun. Not online, but like the campaign. I also have like another one on my GOG on Steam. It's like a underwater RTS that I bought at some point because it looked cool, but I couldn't get it running properly, so I never bothered too much. But it's similar to Warcraft 1. Yeah, StarCraft 1. It's kind of insane to me that Blizzard yeah, like I played StarCraft 2 quite a bit back in the day, like online. I used to be somewhat decent, but as soon as you get like into the meta game, it just kind of started to bore me. But yeah, the single player campaign of even of StarCraft 2 was fantastic. 1 as well. Never played Warcraft though. I should. I really should. Let me... Weapon is... Wrong one. There we go. Yeah, I'm still kind of... Like, why would Blizzard abandon it? It's like one of these genres that's just... That almost died out at the time. Age of Empires giant campaigns. Oh, it's been a while. Oh, Empire Earth also rings a bell, yeah. I mean, you might say that, but some... I know some RTSs that Get rid of that dude. In some RTSs, the AI especially doesn't have to deal with the fog of war. They can see like the entire map and such. I know that much is true with many of RTS AIs. At least back in the day. What was this for? Oh, did it open? Yeah, it opened the hatch here. So it's a possibility that they actually cheated. Okay. Not maybe the best thing to do. Have it explode in my face, but hey. Oh, hell yeah. Okay, that's also kind of cheating. But I'm sure there are players that have figured this out. Wait a second. I thought that was the last level, but it's apparently not. Interesting. I thought, you know, the maximum I would get right now is maybe a boss. Maybe that is what's gonna happen now. So let's see about that. But yeah, I mean, you called it the golden age of gaming. And I can see that to some degree, but also to another, I do have to say. I just don't subscribe to the whole golden age theory myself. Caesar. Oh, that also... Isn't that more like a city builder? Yeah. It's more something like a... It's like a stupid example, but something like Catan. The video game. Oh, two of you. Yeah, buddy. Since when do they have shields? There we go. Yeah, the board game is nice. I mean, there's the board game, the one with the cards. That's one we played a lot back in the day. Which is almost like better when you don't have much time. You can knock it out in half an hour, usually. Board game is something you need more like 2-3 hours. If I remember correctly. Oh, this guy was still alive. Maybe not that guy, but his friends. His clones, more specifically. Of course, I hit myself with one and he doesn't get hit at all. How else would it be? How else would it be? But yeah, I probably have to go through GOG at some point and just buy a bunch of RTS again. And some more like hidden gems, like hidden shooters that aren't rated highly. That's also fun as well, always. That's how I found Blood back in the day. I just bought a random FPS that I saw and was like, okay, this looks interesting. Let's buy it. And goddamn, I bought one of the greatest games ever. Knights and Merchants. I mean, obscure and a very generic title as well. I mean, there's also Orcs and Elves. That's a dungeon crawler. For the DS. It's just as good of a name. Yo, Dapix, how are you doing? Let me quickly write this down, though. Knights and Merchants. The Shattered Kingdom. Or just basics. This direction is where I'm meant to go. Because I have to get hit. Those were completely unnecessary hits. Peasant Rebellion. Oh, that's the same gun as me. Interesting. I mean, I will look into it. I'm always a bit weary of fan remakes, though, personally. Because if there's something I know about fan remakes, it's usually that fans like to tweak stuff to their own, you know, preferences. Like, oh yeah, I didn't like how this unit was a little bit too strong. I didn't like how this unit is a little bit too weak. Let's just add like a 1 damage point to it. I'm sure it won't change anything. Yeah, I usually want to experience a game in its base form for the first time. Unless like it's like very unplayable. Something like Deus Ex 1. That game was a pain in the ass. 3 workouts. Holy shit, dude. Getting fit. I cut mine short today. Because I was already late. Heroes of Might and Magic, you mean? Or is there a game that's called just Heroes? Yeah. I always want to get into the Might and Magic franchise, but under like 7 or 10 games or something like that. If not more, even. I don't know how that didn't hit me, but it didn't. So I'll take that. I'll take it. How are you not dead? I think this weapon has like no splash damage, that's why. Also like very old school, like RPGs. If I remember correctly, also always like something that look fun. Especially when you watch like Seth. But my god, they usually are very janky and take like extremely long to play. Okay, here's 3 and 8. But still, 8 games. Like, I'm the kind of guy, when I play a series, I usually want to play the entire series. Or like all the games that exist of it. Unless it's like not a good one. So I almost get like bogged down because of that. Okay, yeah. Oh, I do want to get back into dungeon crawlers. There's so many good ones. I do like dungeon crawlers, and I think they start to make a comeback a little bit. From what I've been seeing. Brother. And maybe I want to make one myself at some point. Because it seems relatively simple to make. Quote unquote. Simple. Probably not. At least one that's good. Some UPSs for the future. Why for the future? I mean, when it comes to like UPSs, I would. It's like one of these spots I would not skimp out on. So always, it's best to always go with the newest and the best that you can get. Within, you know, within reason. Yeah, it's this thing. Wait. That's dual fire, I think. Yeah. Oh, the other thing was quad damage. I confused quad damage with dual fire, that's why I was used previously. Yeah, you guys have no chance, even though I barely hit you, but hey. That's the name of the game, I would presume. Can I hit your knee? You can hit me as well, though. That's not fun. Come on, dude. Don't be like that. Also, surfing the web, that's the best term to say. I didn't even know people said that anymore. I mean, I do it because I think it's funny. Yeah, this is not... Can I get like... 4 more to go? I still get hits in. Okay, not anymore. I mean, that's a bit cheesy, I would say. A bit too cheesy. Oh! Yeah. I mean... Like, what are you supposed to do there? Oh. What were you supposed to do there? Terminate self-destruct, okay. Don't worry, I can do that. Oh, you mean UPS like that, so like batteries, basically. I mean, the problem with those is usually, at least with solar panels, they're like very inefficient. So you might need... I mean, basically, if you plan to charge batteries with solar panels, you might as well just do a normal solar panel installation, which comes with a battery usually, in which then everything that's over goes into the grid, which is a bit better than charging some random batteries. I mean, you can still charge the batteries themselves as well, but... You already get one, kinda. Ah, okay. Yeah, it's again the cutscene that's super quiet. Oh, okay, that's not the... I thought there were only like a couple of... like, missions, like 5 or so. Okay. Interesting. Let me quickly... You live in city block. Yeah, but the thing's like one dinky solar panel is also not exactly that efficient. So you kind of need... you need almost a roof fall to really charge something. Okay. I see. My mouse is... There we go. Stuck a little bit. Like one like a... How do you say? How big could it be? Like one of these like 1 by 50 centimeter panels or more. They're not gonna cut it. Oh, it's the laser guys again. I do not want the lasers. This isn't some kind of rave. This is a metal concert. Get on with the times, old people. I mean, I did look into it before myself. Which is why I don't know much about it, but just a little. The problem with like with solar is it's nice, it's like a good idea. But it is not as efficient as it should be for it to really work. That's like the biggest problem with it. Oh! I thought he was maybe dead, not closer. That's a miscalculation. Huge miscalculation. But it does sound romantic, you know, to have solar panels. Especially if like, I mean, if you're like in Africa and you went from 0 power to now literally being able to charge like an iPad or something over the course of a day. I mean, that's certainly something. Even though I don't really think an African kid would use an iPad. They would use something different. A small wind turbine. I mean, same deal. Have you ever seen how big a like a wind turbine is? And they need like entire fields of those to power, you know, entire villages and whatnot. Really, if you want something really efficient, which, you know, is forbidden, but it's the only real power source that really makes sense. If you think about it, is atomic power. Get yourself a little fusion reactor. And just hope nobody finds out. Because despite what everybody always says, from what when I looked into it, it is surprisingly clean. Like, sure, it's not... The garbage it produces is quite extreme, as in what it does. But the amount is insignificant in comparison. Of course, it's these guys that come next. hamster on a wheel. Do you know some... What was his name? Basically Homeless, I think. If I remember correctly, he made like a workout bike that was powering his PC. And that barely worked. But that might be something worth looking into. Almost. Like, get your entire family in on the action. Guys, I want to game. A bit more paddling, please. Could you imagine? Ah, no. Come on. Fuck me. This may be a little bit smarter. Oh, there isn't even anything here. Okay. That was a bit of a waste. I thought that was a prime spot to put a secret there. That sounds brilliant, you say? But you know, as I said, it's highly inefficient. I don't recall what he did, but I think he used like a Raspberry Pi or something that takes not that much power to, not much to power on, to stay powered on. And he used like a battery bank in between. So he charged battery bank and then like Raspberry Pi from there. Oh, no, he's dead. He's dead. Suddenly with the dangerous enemies here, it's a bit better to use something like the grenade launcher, as it can shoot around corners, which I do like. Before I go down there, oh no, I came from down there. Cool. That's cool to see. Not very useful, but still. So let's go here. I mean, there was this one kid, quote unquote, that did make a nuclear reactor in his home by buying old fire alarms, if I remember correctly. And then his entire neighborhood was irradiated. And I think he got imprisoned. Because he did it again. He did it like twice. Ah. What's with this dude? Oh, the BFG 10K! Now we're gaming. I thought I had all the weapons. Guess not. There's like one enemy somewhere. There. I think he fell down and hurt his knee. That's why he's there. Oh, I need to go over there. I see. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I think this one is stronger, if I'm not fully mistaken. I mean, it really is. Cool. But I personally think we should bring it back. Atomic power. I feel there's still a lot of potential in there that we haven't used yet. I'm stuck on this guy. Oh, that's good. I wish when these guys had, you know, railguns and not that thing. That thing. Phalanx. But I should use mine as well. There we go. Can I charge it up, maybe? That's something I'm wondering. No. Just instantly shoots 2 shots and that's it. Yeah. It's one of these guns that's just kinda... It exists. Go. That was not an enemy. I'm glad these guys didn't show up too much because I did not like them back in the main campaign. Just standing there. To have him in the army. I mean, I'm not the army though. Bring it to the consumer space, I say. A big tip, by the way, just as a, because that reminded me. When something says it's military grade, usually that means as cheaply produced as possible. Since that's how the military usually works. First and foremost, it needs to be cheap so that they can outfit their entire army based with only the taxes as funding. That's a bit of a marketing gimmick. Okay, one door open somewhere. And another one closed. Oh, there it is. Yeah, buddy. Think again. Oh, this looks like a arena. Okay, I shouldn't have taken that. That is for later when I have to kill the other guy, even though I probably don't need it. I'm gonna be honest. Let's keep that for the BFG. Oh, are the other enemies gonna come back now? I think this floor's ice. Yeah. Like I pressed forward so he just continues to move. Of course, this guy discovers me and just lasers me with pinpoint precision. How else would it go? Really not a fan of those. And it wants me to use a rocket launcher here. Well, you can forget that. Oh, come on. Yeah, see? That's how we do things here. Speaking of doing things, can I can. Okay. I didn't know that was possible. I thought, you know, maybe it's under the ice, so I need to break it open. Wait a second. I just made a loop-de-loop. Ah, there. Okay. Thank God for the compass. Okay, I thought for a second the walls were also ice. Just a split second. Was it necessary to make a platformer all of a sudden? Come on. Especially with ice physics. Like, out of all the things. Oh yeah, let's do an ice physics platformer. In our shooter game. Oh my fucking god, I hate the laser guys so much. It's unbelievable. Not this, the railgun. There we go. Even though they're weak, being able to snipe them is really important. There we go. I mean, if it's called Big Fucking Sword, I'm pretty certain they did reference the BFG by that. Almost 100% guaranteed. Like, there's no way. Because BFG stands for Big Fucking Gun. And you know, it was from Doom, which was, what? Somewhere in the 1990s. Way before League came out. You good there, buddy? I mean, I do like... Oh, really? I do like references. I watched like a video where somebody listed like all the more obscure references in Kung Fu Hustle, which is all the Chinese films that it's referenced. But it also did a lot of Western ones, apparently. That was a fun movie. I should have watched. I should watch it again. Like, I remember I watched it as a kid and thought, man, that was a weird movie. And then I watched it as an adult and was like, oh, it's actually pretty good. It's a pretty fun one. Now I'm kind of in the mood again. But first, I really want to watch a few other movies. The Lord of the Rings, finally. Have a rewatch of that one. Yeah, I thought this was gonna be some kind of like super boss area with how menacingly this guy stood there. And, you know, these two things being here. Apparently not. Apparently not. So maybe I should go back and grab these things. That's the only thing I've been missing so far. It's like an actual boss fight. So if they're not doing one at least, then come on. What are you doing? Two more to go. Oh, thank you. He doesn't know what hit him. But they dropped the phalanx the entire time. That's why I have so much of its ammo. Even though it's not that... It's a decent gun, but it's just not fun. I'm stuck there. Stuck behind the pillar. Step bro, I'm stuck. Pull out your BFD. Okay, I see. I see how this works. For sure now the wall is open. Yep. Oh. Okay, that's like a boss type enemy, I would say. Oops. Oh, he also shoots BFG shots. Cool. You do that. Yeah, that was a bit of a waste. Let me do this again. I should do it like this. I mean, he's already dead, but... Anybody else want to interfere? You? You good? Maybe it was a bit of a waste, but hey. Exit moon base. Well, let me do that then. I have to say, here in the DLC, here the mission pack, the AI is a bit weird. It gets like stuck often. But Quake is like known for, like Quake is like a very old game, of course. But it still has netcode that trumps any modern game, or many modern games. Funny enough. And yeah, the AI is it's simple, of course, but it works. That was always one of the good parts about it. It doesn't do something it doesn't need to do. Destroy the moon base. Yeah. They need to put RTX on. Speaking of quote-unquote modern games, did you see the specs for the Deus Ex remaster? Computer Ghost. Ooh, boy. For now, okay. Fade to Black and... Oh, hell yeah. I don't get the hate. Oh. I don't get the hate for the Reckoning. I liked it. 8GB RAM. How about recommended GPU at 2080 for a 25-year-old game? Honestly, like I like went online before I did the stream yesterday, I think. And I was like, you know, Quake 2 The Reckoning. What's people's opinion about it? And I see many people go like, oh yes, it's not good. It's one of the worst mission packs. Don't even bother. And besides the AI who was a bit shit at times, I'm like, you know, I actually really liked it. The levels were a bit more straightforward, I would say. A bit like linear, but I don't mind that personally. Yeah, The Reckoning, that was good. As before, I will take a break in between the different Quake 2s. But the next one is... What's the next one called? Ground Zero, I think. Like, the thing is, Call of the Machine is the newest one. But they put it at second place. So they went... Ba, 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 ba. If I remember correctly. That's how you should do it. For 15,000. I mean, it's really a question of, do you really need that much video RAM? Yeah. I mean, I heard the machine ones, they're kinda okay. They also did one for Quake 1. I probably won't necessarily go back and visit Quake 1. At least it's not soon. But yeah, then the next one I will do is Ground Zero. I think Ground Zero is also not that long. If I look at it right really quickly. Can I go to how long to beat, please? Quake. Ground. Yeah, about 5 hours. That's the same for the Reckoning. Okay, nice. Oh, they did? Oh, that's kind of shit. I want to check out Heretic and Hexen at some point. Because it's one of these series I know exists, but I never really got into. Let's do this real quick. Okay. Can I? No, I cannot zoom in. The Deus Ex Remaster. RAM, 16 gig recommended, 16 gigabytes. Graphics card, an RTX 2080. Storage, 20 gigabytes. And an Intel i7 or AMD Ryzen 7 5800. And if you haven't seen it, it looks like absolute poop. This is what it looks like. The funniest one is the black dude, this one. Oh, I love this screenshot so much. It just shows how bad this game is gonna be. Yeah, it looks... It just doesn't look good. It's like, let's just take everything and make it a bit more shiny, and that's about it. Maybe some more high-res textures. But it's so bad. The thing is, Asper, they did make Soul Reaver, which is pretty good from what I've heard. Yeah. I mean, I get into that discussion every once in a while. It's the whole RTX thing. Me personally, I prefer like light and shadows that are like deliberately baked into the levels, rather than, oh yeah, let's just throw as much realism at it as we can. Like, I prefer stylized games over realistic ones. Sure, you know, Dark Souls and whatnot is supposed to be somewhat realistic in art style. But I mean, the thing is, look, they did this, and this looks fantastic. This looks like an actual upgrade, so I don't know what they did with Deus Ex. I have no idea why they couldn't do it something like this. Right? Patrician. 3, okay. Looks like pre-rendered. Pretty nice. Can I? Of course, starting at the last screenshot. I mean, I don't hate it. Sure, it's all 3D, which is different, but it's not bad necessarily. I think it's a different art style, right? Yeah. I can see that. It is a bit, especially this. I wonder how they're like, if it could hold the frames back in the day. But there's like an art to like pre-rendering stuff and then putting it in the game. I think that is might be a lost art almost when it comes to games. These days everything needs to be 3D. You can't just have something like this, which is like basically sprites on screen. It reminds me of this Stronghold Crusaders. Classic. And then you have Crusaders 2. It's kind of the same of just going through 2 3D, and I think they kept it well enough, but it does look a bit busy again. It looks better than what was it called? Federation. But it might just be the art style itself. Age of Mythology. Didn't they also like remake it? Yeah, retold. It doesn't look bad. Very positive. Is that the mobile game? What's Generals? Wasn't Generals? No. That's something different. I mean, from the screenshot, it already seems kind of like the texture resolution is a bit low. I'm not a big fan of how this looks. I think CNC 3. It's all right. Looks good in motion. Okay, yeah. I mean, you can say that about a lot of games and a lot of people as well. I look good in motion. I don't look so good static. Included with EA Play. $6 a month. Or 40 for 12. Ugh. Yeah, that's a game. 512 megabytes of RAM. I mean, I run Linux, so I would guess it's not gonna run at all on my system anyways. And I don't support EA. I never buy any of their games. Maybe like a very, very old game, second hand, but I don't own any new EA games. Which I'm proud of. In some twisted sense. I do own Dungeon Keeper, since it was gifted to me on GOG. I can see that. The problem for me with like subscription services is, right now I have a huge backlog. If I would have a subscription-based service, I would have an infinited backlog. I mean, look at that. Let's go start like here. But they have them on the store page anyway, yeah. I think for them it's just a way to make a quick buck of people that aren't, you know, gamers to begin with. There it is, my boy, Quake 2. But that's the thing, I have so many games already that I haven't played yet, that I kinda don't really feel like getting a subscription service. Just doesn't appeal to me. Here we go, Stronghold. Like every once in a while a new game comes out, then I'm like, yeah, let's play this. Like a Silk Song. But I'm like the kind of guy, I just like to wait for newer games usually. Like a year or two sometimes even. Of course, for streaming it might help a little bit playing some newer games. Yeah, that's the truth. The Yakuza. They are gonna make Yakuza Kiwami 3, which in a way, I kinda can see it being a good thing. Because Yakuza 3 was god-awful with its combat system. So I hope a Kiwami 3 would actually solve that. Because the story itself was not bad, it's just, yeah, every enemy just blocked you all the time without fail. This one I bought just as a joke for like $2. Nah, like 3 was especially egregious. Like everybody would block you constantly. You couldn't even get 1 or 2 hits in usually. Back to back, I mean. It's like it's like well known for that. That every enemy just blocks you without you being able to do anything. It's a weird one. It's a weird one. Trails in the Sky got a remake, but here's the thing with Trails in the Sky. If you want to play the series, which you almost want to play the original, because you would play the remake and then jump all the way back to the second game, which looks completely different again. So you kind of right now have to wait for all the remakes, otherwise it doesn't make sense. It's a kind of game combat, not really the selling point. I think the combat in Yakuza is kind of nice, especially the one they started to use since Yakuza 6 and in Kiwami and 0. It actually feels kind of nice to pull off, personally. Elden Ring. I'm gonna play this in like 2 weeks. Like next, the Wednesday after that. That's my plan. Yeah, the boss fights are fun. The thing is, 0 is just the best in my opinion, with the where you have the 3 fighting styles for both characters. That was always the best, in my opinion. There we go. Yeah. I have a bunch of games. As I said, I will finish up Lord of the Rings. Probably next week, hopefully. And then Elden Ring. And tomorrow is Saturday, so tomorrow is gonna be Dark Souls with the Crystal Greatsword. That's gonna be fun. Hopefully. Yeah, thanks for stopping by. It's always great. But it is late, and I mean, at least I managed to finish Quake 2. That's nice. Even though I had a different plan at the beginning. I was not in the mood for Lord of the Rings today. I simply wasn't. But yeah, let me do like one final thing and check if there's any new games that are coming out that look interesting. Little Nightmares is like one of these games I always see and hear people talk good about it, but it never appeals to me. Blue Protocol. Okay. Digimon. That looks cool. Yeah, anyways. Anyways. Thanks for watching today. Tomorrow, Dark Souls, as I said. And I will... Oh, for sure. I have hundreds of options. And then I can also just go back and play games I already finished. And have plenty of fun with those. Like Yakuza. But yeah, with that being said, thanks for watching today. If you don't want to miss out, those not in chat, don't forget to follow or subscribe based on the platform. And I will see you hopefully tomorrow. Goodbye and ciao.